Hey everybody, Bethany Petty here. This is just a quick video to show you how you can do step 6 from this process that we've been talking about in this blog post. So as you can see, I have selected this cell. This is my answer cell for one of them. And I'm going to hold down my command on my Mac or your control on a PC. And I'm going to select some other cells, okay? So I want to do all of these cells, click, click, click. I also want to do these cells right here. So I'm just clicking and dragging. Okay, so now I'm going to pop up here to my format and I'm going to jump down to conditional formatting. And as you can see, it's going to pop up over here, my conditional format rules. Now, what I have is, if you look up here on my range, it's included all of the cells that I've selected, and it's automatically going to default to the format of cells are not empty. Okay, so this cell is not empty, so it's going to turn that color. So I want to come down here to my custom formula, and this is where it gets kind of tricky. I want the cell to change colors if the student gives me the right answer, okay? So I'm just gonna hit equal, and then I'm gonna hit my $sign, and I want it to apply to this cell. But since we already merged our cells, I only need it to apply to this first cell number, which is 3. So I'm gonna say D, and I'm gonna do another $sign, 3, and then I'm gonna hit my equal sign again. And I'm going to, since I'm using words instead of numbers, I'm going to use a quotation mark. And I'm going to type what it needs, correctly, the correct answer. Now, notice I have my lowercase letters over here in my format rules, but I have uppercase letters here. That's fine, as long as you have the lowercase letters here in your formula or your format cells. Your students can still put in uppercase letters here and get the correct answer. Now, if we had flipped that and I had put in uppercase here, then it would pick up the lowercase letters as the response incorrectly. So I always put lowercase letters here. And then I want to tell it what to do. So notice that it changed the colors that I had on my image. So I want to come over here and I'm going to click black. So you'll notice that the box is grayed out or blacked out, and also my letters come back in. So before I do anything else, I'm going to come up here to my little fill color bucket, and I'm going to click it, and I'm going to click reset. Okay, and that's basically just like clearing the formula, and then I'm going to hit done. So now if I come over here on my box where I have allied powers and I delete it and hit enter, notice that that goes away, and also the cells that we've selected goes away. So we can do the same thing over here for our second answer. So I'm just going to click the cell, and then I'm going to hold down Control or Command, and I'm going to get rid of some of these, okay? And then I'm going to click Add Another Rule. And I can double check over here, okay, which one, oh, it didn't select my other cell. So I can come back here and click that, and we can try that again. So you always want to make sure that it is all of the cells that you've selected pop up there on your conditional formatting. Okay, now it shows it on there. Awesome. So I'm going to come down here again, go down to my custom formula. And again, I'm going to say equals $D, because that's the column I'm working in. And then I'm going to say $sign, and the very first part of that cell is 8, $8 equals, and then we're going to go with Franklin Roosevelt. Enter. Okay, so now all of the cells that I have captured there have turned that green color. So then we come down here. We're going to make it turn red. There we go. And then I'm going to come up here once again, reset my fill color, hit done, and just to check to make sure it works, you come over here, delete Franklin Roosevelt from that box, and there we go. So that is how you make that conditional formatting work here in this super fun review game.